Hello, Arlington, and thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this introductory video. My name is Dr. Elizabeth Homan, but you all can call me Liz. I am the new Superintendent of Schools for the Arlington Public Schools, and I am looking forward to getting to know Arlington, its families, and especially its youth over the next several months and years. This video will give you a bit of information about me as a way of introducing myself and some information about my entry process into this important role for Arlington. I'm originally from rural central Illinois, where I was raised by my mom and attended a multi-town consolidated school district that was basically situated in the middle of cornfields that look a lot like these on the screen. As a student, I was a marching band, jazz band, and choir kid, and the arts played a major role in my upbringing. I was also a voracious reader, and my sport of choice was figure skating. In fact, my job supervising and teaching at the university ice arena down the road from where I lived helped me work my way through college and pay the rent. I moved to Boston 7 years ago in 2014, and these days I'm enjoying life as a New Englander. When I'm not in the schools, I like to spend my time running, kayaking with my family. My daughter particularly loves it, cooking, and generally exploring New England with my family. I have spent my life in rural, urban, and suburban public school classrooms, all the way from my toddler days when I would spend time helping my mom set up her classroom in the summer, through college and into today. My mother was a public school math teacher, a principal, and a K-8 director of mathematics, and obviously had a huge impact and influence on me. My grandfather was a community college professor for 30 years, and I began my career in rural Indiana, in a diverse district that was home to a lot of students whose first language was Spanish. From there, I moved to Michigan, where I completed my doctoral work at the University of Michigan and gained experience supervising teachers in the Detroit public schools, as well as the schools in the surrounding suburbs. I moved to Boston, like I said, in 2014 and spent a year in Boston public schools developing professional learning for teachers before I went to Waltham. I spent 6 years in Waltham, first overseeing all aspects of technology, digital learning, and libraries, and then 3 years as the assistant superintendent of schools, which brings us to today. I'd also like to introduce you to my household and some of my favorite people in my life. My husband and partner, Christoph, and I have been married for 14 years. We have 2 children, August, who goes by Gus, and Josephine, who goes by Finny. August is 2, and Josephine is 5. We also have a furry head of our household who thinks that she is in charge of all of us. Her name is Gertrude. In my entry plan, you'll notice that I begin and I open with my core values. These are values that are unique to me and my leadership approach. Of course, I know that those I work with may have different values that drive their work. Our organization may have different values that drives its work, but I share these with you as a way of introducing the belief systems that guide my approach to leadership. So first, I believe in equity, which is to say that I believe that all people, especially our kids, deserve to have access to the resources that they need to thrive and succeed. And I also understand equity work in education as requiring us to be able to name, acknowledge, and address those instances when our structures and systems may introduce inadvertently barriers to access to those resources. I'm also a firm believer that if we're pursuing equity in education, we must also act and listen with empathy. So for me, empathy means that all people, including our students, our families, all of our staff, and our leaders deserve to be included in our work, heard, and valued by others. Especially, this is especially important when we encounter moments of challenge or moments of conflict. And finally, I believe in excellence, and this one gets at the eternal optimist in me because I define excellence as all students deserving to pursue their unique talents and to be held to high standards. I know, I don't just believe it, but I know it, that our students are uniquely brilliant, each and every one of them, and that it is our calling and our responsibility as educators to ensure that they have everything they need and every opportunity that they need to demonstrate that brilliance to the world. Now that you know a bit about me, I hope to learn a lot about you and the Arlington community and all of our students. So my entry process is designed to make sure that I can hear from as many voices as possible in my first few months and gain a thorough understanding of the opportunities and challenges that face the Arlington schools. My entry plan is really 3 phases, and then that 4th phase is about integrating what I've learned into my daily practice as a leader of the Arlington schools. So I'd like to walk you through the 3 phases of my entry. Phase 1 has actually already happened. That was this spring. In phase 1, I did a thorough review of documents, data, audits, and reports. I've had regular meetings with Dr. Bodie, whose partnership I very much appreciated because it has helped me gain a really thorough picture of the work that is currently going on in the district. I have attended governance meetings, including school committee subcommittee meetings, finance committee, and town meeting, among other events, and I have collaborated on key hiring searches in the central office alongside Dr. Bodie as well. Phase 2 begins now. That's this summer, and it will include opportunities for me to hear from more people, including families and staff. I will also, of course, begin doing the work of the superintendency at this point and get to know the office and our administrative teams. And finally, this summer will be focused on planning for the fall ahead. I understand that we have all had an extremely challenging pandemic year of education, and we will need to really examine some of the challenges and possibilities as we look forward to recovery from a year of interrupted schooling. And that will be a core focus of this summer as well. And then in phase 3, that will begin this fall. I'm very excited about this part because this is where I get to meet the students and incorporate some listening sessions and focus groups with them. I look forward to welcoming all of Arlington students back to school full-time this fall with a plan for both safety and addressing the academic, social, and emotional impacts of this past year of interrupted instruction. And then phase 3 will also focus on synthesis of information that I gather from all of the listening sessions, surveys that are conducted, and all of the other activities in the first 3 phases. And then finally, phase 4 will begin, where I begin to integrate all of this information into the planning and strategic work that is to come in the months and years ahead. So I'm looking forward to meeting many of you in the work that's ahead, and I invite you to be watching for opportunities to participate in listening sessions, planning for the new school year, opportunities to provide your input and hopes for my administration in surveys, and I hope you'll partner with us on strategic planning and initiatives that will come beyond the scope of this plan as well. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen. I look forward to meeting many of you in the months and years ahead, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful, restful, and very restorative summer.